Deadly Creatures is an action thriller that puts you in the control of two unlikely, very creepy main characters, a tarantula and a scorpion. It's not really the kind of things that most people like to have in their hands, but here we let you experience what it's like to become these little predators by controlling them with the unique controls of the Nintendo Wii.
It's not some nature special where you're just walking around as little creatures. This is like an epic monster movie, because on the scale of these things, when you come up against all these enemies like flying wasps and rats, and they're out to get you, and when you collide, it's like King Kong battle, it's like Jurassic Park. At that scale, these creatures are that big and have that much power behind them.
The game switches off between both the tarantula and the scorpion. You play one in one chapter and the other one in the next chapter. You're hunting down prey, you're fighting off rivals and predators. Every area is swarming with dangers, swarming with enemies, and you never know when the next one's going to pop out. It's a dangerous world, certainly, for the tarantula and the scorpion, because you're right in the middle of the food chain. But at least you're not a cricket.
All these enemies are actually taken from real-life enemies and their attacks.
We did a lot of research as far as what actually lives out here in the Sonoran Desert.
Rattlesnakes, the Gila monsters, the tarantula hawks. There's 12 different enemies that you have to face. The Gila monster, he's this venomous lizard. He's like a pit bull meets a freight train locomotive.
There's a great bit in the brambles, which is this thorn-filled labyrinth, where you fall down into the belly of a dead swallow through web after web after web, shaking out of them with the Wii remote as a bunch of black widows are coming down on you like paratroopers from hell.
We thought this was a great game for the Wii, and really should only be done on the Wii because of the advantage the Wii has with the motion control. If you were going to be a scorpion, you really want to feel like you are the scorpion. When you press the right one, you snap with the right pincher. Press the left one, left pincher. When you whip with your Wiimote, whips the tail forward. As the scorpion, you go into these attacks as a brawler. You're taking on all comers, 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys at a time, and you'll just pound them into submission. For the tarantula, you're a little more stealth-like. He uses a lot of the pointer functionality. He'll pick a spot, fire a web line, and zip line right to it. He can pick someone out in the distance and come leaping out of the air and take them out one-hit kill.
We wanted to achieve a feeling of hyper-reality, hand-painted, over-the-top, dark, saturated, rich, beautiful style that you can only get from the best animated films.
You can explore different pockets of it, what's under this agave, or crawl through the husk of a dead swallow, or find a bunch of caves that are underneath some boulders and the spiders and the creatures that are living there. Much later in the game, we thrust you into more man-made environments too, where we really start to play up the sense of scale. We don't limit you to the ground. I mean, you're a tarantula, you're a scorpion, and so you can crawl up walls and across ceilings and explore the entire world from this constantly shifting perspective, 360-degree adventure experience. The way that we're telling the story is actually really unique and fragmented. We're letting players piece together the storyline as they progress.
Not only are you facing the rats and the lizards, you're facing the deadliest predator of them all, which is man.
Who we digging up anyway?
Both the tarantula and the scorpion cross paths with these 2 guys out in the desert who are searching for buried gold from the Civil War era. You piece together this sinister tale of greed and murder. So in the final boss battle, you're the scorpion fighting against the guy in the gas station, and meanwhile the tarantula's outside fighting against the rattlesnake, and they combine to create a really explosive finale. For those of you arachnophobes out there, you may want to start booking your therapy sessions now, or you can try and get past it by playing Deadly Creatures and literally learning to control your fear.